The final months of life are a special time for everyone. It is a period where you can reflect on your entire life, all the moments, both good and bad, that got you to this point. But it's also a moment where you can say goodbye to your loved ones. Let them know how much they mean to you and spend quality time with them. However, if you or a loved one is approaching this stage of life, it can be helpful to know what to expect. To help you do so, here are 6 signs that may appear in the final months of life. No one. A decrease in appetite and weight loss. As mentioned before, the final months of life are unlike any other. This is the time where people will start to reflect on their lives. And for many, this means they want to eat the foods they've always loved, trying out new recipes or baking old family favorites. However, towards the end of life, as death approaches, appetite and eating habits can change drastically. The desire to eat less and the inability to eat as much will increase. This is completely normal and should not be interfered with, unless the person hasn't eaten for a few days or is only consuming liquids. In most cases, weight loss is inevitable towards the end of life. This is mainly due to the decreased appetite and the body burning off fat and muscle at an accelerated rate. You can help by feeding them smaller meals more often. This will make sure they get the nutrients they need, while making the process as comfortable as possible. If you suspect they aren't getting enough nutrients, please contact their doctor. No. 2. Extreme fatigue and sleeping more. Another sign that someone is in the final months of life is extreme fatigue. Towards the end, the body starts to shut down. And as it does, it becomes harder and harder for the person to get out of bed, move around, and complete everyday tasks. They may also start sleeping more than usual. It might seem like they're sleeping all the time. But it's important to remember that the amount of sleep a person needs increases as death approaches. On average, people who are terminally ill sleep between 13 to 15 hours a day. This doesn't mean they have to be laying in bed for that long, though. They may sit in a chair and fall asleep, or even spend most of their waking hours resting before falling asleep. No matter what, this is a natural part of the dying process and shouldn't be disrupted unless absolutely necessary. No. 3. Changes in breathing. One of the most noticeable signs that someone has entered the final months of life is changes in breathing. At first, these changes may go unnoticed, but as time goes on, they become more obvious. Some common changes include increased shortness of breath, irregular breathing patterns, and a change in the rate of breathing. It's important to remember that each person is different, and each case is unique. So changes in breathing can look different from person to person. But no matter what they look like, it's important to know that these changes are normal and nothing should be done to try and fix them. Number 4. Swelling in feet, ankles, and legs. Swelling in the feet, ankles, and legs is another sign that someone is in the final months of life. As the body begins to shut down, fluid can build up in the lower extremities. This fluid retention can cause swelling, which can be uncomfortable for the person experiencing it. However, there is no need to panic if this happens. There are a few things that can be done to reduce swelling, such as elevating the legs or wearing compression socks. In addition, the person should be encouraged to drink plenty of fluids to help flush out the excess salt and water retention. If the swelling is severe or does not improve with treatment, then it is important to contact the person's doctor. No. 5. Skin discoloration. Skin discoloration is a common sign of death approaching. It usually appears as a bluish or greenish tint to the skin. This occurs when the blood vessels near the surface of the skin begin to dilate. The skin may also become pale or jaundiced. Jaundice occurs when there is a buildup of bilirubin in the blood, which is a yellow substance that is produced when the liver breaks down red blood cells. Bilirubin can also cause the whites of the eyes to appear yellow. While skin discoloration is not always a cause for concern, it's important to monitor it closely. If the discoloration becomes severe or spreads to other parts of the body, it's important to contact the person's doctor. And finally, number 6, changes in urine output. When someone is in the final months of life, their kidneys may begin to shut down. This means that they will produce less urine, or may stop producing urine altogether. Less frequent urination is a normal part of the dying process, and it's important not to panic if it happens. However, it's also important to stay hydrated by drinking plenty of fluids. If the person stops urinating altogether, it's important to contact their doctor. In some cases, the doctor may decide to insert a catheter into the person's bladder to drain it. This is a sterile procedure and is usually performed without any complications. If you're caring for someone who is nearing the end of life, it's important to be patient and understanding. The dying process can be difficult and uncomfortable, but with your care and support, the person you're caring for can pass away peacefully. At Kindred, our mission is to transform end-of life care, to help patients live fully until the very end. We believe that everyone deserves a comfortable and dignified death, regardless of their illness or condition. Our team of experts provides compassionate and personalized care that is tailored to the individual needs of each patient. We offer a range of services including hospice care, palliative care, grief counseling, and more. We are dedicated to providing the highest quality care to our patients and families during one of the most difficult times in their lives. Our team of experts is here to help you every step of the way. Do not hesitate to reach out to us today to learn more about our services or to make a referral. Together we can help ensure that everyone has the opportunity to live fully until the very end. Did you find this video informative or helpful? Tell us in the comments below. Please like and share it with friends and family who might find value in this video too. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more content. All the references used are added in the description box below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.